Hi, my name is Sean Walker. I'm a Principal Emerging Practices Architect and part of the Ranger team here at ServiceNow. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the SaaS integration for Box. So everything you need to know about integrating with Box is available on the ServiceNow documentation website, and I've included a QR code here for you can follow to get directly to that documentation and step-by-step guidance on how to create everything you need to do the Box integration. Some important things to know though before you start the Box integration. The permissions you need to set up during the configuration on the Box profile is going to be determined based on what you actually want to be doing with your Box integration. Are you just going to want to download subscriptions and pull user activity, or are you also going to want to go ahead and reclaim those subscriptions? So make sure you know what you want to do before you do the configuration. Also, when it comes time to creating the ServiceNow integration profile within the ServiceNow instance, you will need to have either the SAM integrator or the admin role. I'm now going to jump into the Box portal and into the ServiceNow instance with Yokohama and show you how to do the integration. Okay, so I've logged into the Box developer portal as an admin. And I'm going to go ahead and create our application for the ServiceNow integration. So I'm going to click on Create Platform App. And then we're going to create a custom app. Here's where we're going to put in our name. You can give it an optional description. You just need to specify what the purpose of the integration is. And the categories you're wanting. I'm just going to pick them all here. What system are we integrating with? And who's building the application? That's optional, but we'll go ahead and put customer and click on next. So we're going to be creating an OAuth 2.0 integration. We're going to go ahead and hit create app. All right, so now we've got our application created, so we can actually copy our OAuth 2.0 credentials because we're going to be using those at a later time. So we can just copy them to say Notepad or something like that. And we're going to need now next to actually enter the redirect URL. So the typical redirect URL is instance name slash OAuth redirect.do. So I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to paste that in there and change it to my specific instance name. Click on add. And I'm going to go ahead and save the changes just so we don't lose anything. And then we're going to come down here, we're going to take a look at and add our permissions for the application. So we're going to want to have manage users, rewrite all files and folders stored in Box, and we're going to want to have manage enterprise properties as well. Okay, now we're going to hit save changes again. And that should be all the configuration we need to do on the Box side. So now I'm going to jump over to my ServiceNow instance and show you how to configure it on that side. Okay, so I'm in my Yokohama instance of ServiceNow, and I've gone to the Software Asset Management workspace. So I'm going to create the integration profile now. So I'm going to go into License Operations, scroll down into Direct Integration Profiles, and click on New. From here, I'm going to pick the Box application and continue. Here's where we'll want to put in our display name, so Box Demo Integration. And this is where we're going to have our client ID and our client secret that we pasted from when we did the Box setup. So copy and paste those into here. And you can also change the date that you want to download information from. So I'm going to say I want to download information from actually March 1st, which is about just over a month ago. We're going to want to download the subscriptions, we're going to want to download the activity, and we're going to be reclaiming the subscriptions. So we're going to go ahead and hit submit, and it's going to be asking us now to get our OAuth token. So we're going to go ahead and click get OAuth token. And what's going to happen is it's going to ask us to grant access to Box. Now I'm logged in to the Box developer portal on another tab in my browser. So you may have to actually log into Box at this point with your administrator credentials for Box so you can grant access to the application. So once we've gone ahead and granted access to the application and got the OAuth token, we can go ahead and click on validate, and that's going to validate our connection with Box, and we can go ahead and actually save this now. And there we go. So our validation is complete. And so now we can see there are 2 scheduled jobs that were created to download the Box information. It has run already, so we can see that both scheduled jobs have run to download the information for Box. We can see that it created 1 software model, and if we take a look, it has downloaded 1 software subscription. Now I only have 1 subscription in my instance because it is a demo instance of Box, so you will likely have many more subscription data that has come down into Box. So the job may take a little bit longer to run. Another thing that happens is if you come into license operations again and come down into your SaaS feature usage, you should now see some usage information coming in for Box. So you can see here I've got all of these different entries coming in my SaaS feature usage where I can see the different actions that my account has taken within the Box portal and when those actions were performed. For more information on the Box integration, you can visit the ServiceNow documentation website and follow the QR code here for integrating with Box. There's also a really good white paper out there called An Introduction to SaaS Subscriptions, and I've included that QR code as well. And then there's another really good one I like, which is Reclaim User Subscriptions, and that's going to give you details on what actually happens during the reclaim process for each one of the SaaS integrations. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll talk to you in the next one.